Hey, what's up, guys? Scavenger Reviews here, weird as ever. Focusing on. There we go. Okay, anyways, y'all ever just watch, like, a movie over and over and over and you just love it? And I'm not even saying it has to be a good movie, it could be a good movie, a bad movie, somewhere in between, but just, like, not of all time, but to you specifically, is a perfect movie that can do no wrong. For me, that is Tremors. I love this movie so much. So I've got this is actually my original. I never owned them like individually. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll hunt those down. I don't know. But anyways, I owned them way back as a kid. My mom actually gave me these, and it's actually really cool because you get like your stuff over here, and then your movies over here, and yeah, you get like the like stills, I guess you'd call them, from like various movies. Love it. And then I picked this up actually. Oh, excuse me. I picked this up, reflection, about a year and a half ago, and like, check out that box, right? That is cool. That is a very cool box. But I love this movie. I think it is the perfect scary monster movie for kids. Like, obviously not kids, but when you're like, 8, 9, 10, getting that age, and you're starting to watch scarier movies, like, for instance, mine were like Beetlejuice and Gremlins, other people's were whatever's, I don't know. But, alongside Beetlejuice and Gremlins was Tremors. And I gotta say, like I said, I love it. I'm gonna glaze the hell out of this movie. So, like, right here, if you want to stop watching, 10 out of 10, go watch it. There's your recommendation. The rest of this video is glazing. Excuse me. Still a little. I'm not even sick. That's annoying. It's just like I got a cough I can't get rid of. But anyways, enough of that. I just love it. There's so many iconic moments from this movie, like specifically the first one. Though the whole series is good. I like the first three the best. And then the later ones kind of get a little iffy, but I'm not even saying they're all bad. Like, for instance, 1, 2, and 3 are like boom, 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 trilogy. And then 4 decides to do like a weird back in the past thing, but it's the same actor who played Bert, but he's playing like a relative of, I mean, not a relative, like an ancestor of his. I don't know. I always felt like that one was a little weird. Interesting, good, definitely held my interest, but just a little strange, a little odd, little odd. But then you get to the modern ones, 5, 6, and 7, and they're not bad. Like, seriously, they're not bad. I do have them. I don't have them right now on me because I lent them to my brother. But they're not even bad. Like, 5 is okay, and it turns out that Bert technically has a son, and they start leaning really hard into Bert as a character. Like, he's in all of the movies. Arguably besides, like, Val and Earl, he's the main character of the series. Oh, and that's something I want to say. Well, I'll hold off. But anyways, besides them, he's the main character of the series, and they really start leaning hard into him. And, like, his eccentricities, his weirdness, kind of gets, like, flanderized as the series go on. Shut up. I wasn't asking you PS5. Anyways. I know, that being said. Something I want to bring up is this is a movie, and this is really saying something for me, okay? Because you've heard me talk about movies before. You've watched my reviews, hopefully. I love you if you have. But anyways, I don't fucking remember the names of characters. Ever. Val and Earl Valentine, is his full name, but Val and O are the two main characters. And then you've got Mindy, and then Nancy, her mom, and do I know all of these names because I just watched them? Yes, but I also remember the characters over the years. Earl, uh, his wife, who's played by Reba McIntyre. What the fuck was her name? I don't remember. Miguel, Walter, uh, Nestor, Fred. Like the fact that I remember all these. And yeah, I just watched it, so of course I'm gonna remember all these. But like, I've also made videos where I literally just watched a film, and then still couldn't remember anyone's name. But I love everyone in this. Everyone in this movie feels like a real person, a real character. This feels like somebody I know, or would know, in town and stuff like that. If your truck's going by, it's because it's got my windows open, and if you have a fan going on, that's because it's summertime. And if you see like the two flies that are flying around my house, that's because my fault. My fault. I made the mistake of opening my door on a nice summer day. So yeah, there's two flies just all around. There was four. I've got it down to two. So I mean, I'm doing all right. Anyways, I like everyone. I know everyone. This feels like such a real world. I mean, it is literally like the real world minus the giant worms. But like, I don't know. It just there's something seriously said because other movies that take place in quote unquote the real world and real locations and crap like that, I don't care about or I don't feel for or I don't think there's more to this. Like I was just watching the deleted scenes, and the deleted scenes on this are great. Specifically, this one is the Arrow video like release. I think it was like a European release. I don't know. I got it off eBay, and seriously, be careful about buying movies off eBay. You have to check like the region locks and stuff like that. And what's weird is this one doesn't even say what region it is, and I just got really lucky. Maybe that means it's region free, but anyways. What was I saying? Sorry, there was like a whole lot of commotion outside, and I'm a dog, I'm like, oh, what's going on, So I wanted to check out what it was. It was just my neighbor doing stuff. Anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about, but the characters in the world and stuff, and there's so many character moments. And, like, everybody kind of gets a little bit to shine, Like, obviously, Val and Ola are the main characters, but, like, Miguel, he's, like, such a nice guy, and, like, Walter is constantly, like, trying to make, a buck off of him, and it's like, hey, I'll give you guys $15 for it, Well, I'll give you guys $5 for it. And I love it. I love it, and it sucks when he dies, but I mean, somebody's got to die. This is weirdly one of those, like, gory but not gory movies, violent but not violent movies, because it's not a lot of gore, and that almost makes it better because it's more realistic, but, like, the gore that is there is, like, bad, because it's, like, not super realistic. Like, I'm pretty sure we don't look like that on the inside. I've not seen it in person, but I'm pretty sure we don't look like that on the inside. Anyways, but like, yeah, I know this is gonna like insert that SpongeBob gif of them going over the roller coaster when I say like this is a scary movie, because it's not scary, but it's like it's so real that it kind of is, like it's so effective at like drawing you in that you really do feel for it. Watching this, like, I don't remember my very first time because I was like literally like 8 or 9 or something like that, but like watching this as a kid, like when you see like Mindy on the pogo stick and stuff like that towards the end of the movie, and one of the graboids starts to like kind of slither towards her, I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna get her. And even now, like, it's still scary. Like, I know she lives, I'm not scared that she lives, but I'm scared, like, thinking, like, what if I was in that situation, What if it was my niece, playing, like, on a hoverboard or whatever. She doesn't have a pogo stick, but she has a hoverboard. What if she was out in the street playing on a hoverboard and, some monster was gonna grab it. I'd be right with Val, you know. I'd be like fucking booking it into like maximum overdrive, sprinting towards her, you know, like get out of the way, you know, like firemen like carry her out of there, tackle her. I don't know what I'm yapping about, but like I feel it, man. I feel it. I want to show you guys some moments. First of all, this would totally get me canned if I was showing a Disney movie, but considering there's no music, I think it's fine. So this was actually pointed out to me in like a YouTube skit, reel, short, a YouTube short. So watch when Val hammers the thing in, alright? And they're literally talking about, I mean, if we were real serious about money, we'd quit being hired hands.
Being hired hand, handyman, Earl. We are handymen.
Okay. Watch him hammer that in.
All this personal freedom. I don't know.
There you go. It took him like 15 hammer presses just to like get it in. And he's talking about how like, you know, we have to treat ourselves with more respect, and you know we're better than this, and blah blah blah. I love this movie, man. I love this movie.
You will have
long blonde hair, big green eyes, low class breasts, ass that won't quit, and legs that go all the way up. That shit just lives in my head rent free, dude. Like it does. Ever since I was a kid. This is what I'm talking about. So like minor gore warning, not nothing serious, but like, you know. So you see that. And I mean like it's scary, but I'm pretty sure that's not what we look like, you know, and why would it be like that, you know, like he didn't eat out of the bucket, out of the helmet like a bucket. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? But I love it, I don't care. Here's like, remember when I was talking about Friday the 13th Part 2 and it being realistic and stuff?
God, what is that stink?
Alright, so in this scene, the generator just got sunk down by one of the graboids, right? And, the woman is immediately like, yeah, the wife is immediately like, you know, let's get out of here, this is dangerous. But of course, no, the husband, it has to like, you know, be all like, no, this has, it's like one of those geysers, yeah, they smell like that, you know, he has to like, be all like, I know what's going on, and this isn't scary, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying,
Let's go back to town. Something, please, Jim. Maybe it's a geological thing, something like natural gas or a geyser. They stink like that. Remember in Yellowstone?
Also, this right here fucking terrified me as a kid. And then this, like right here especially, like hold up. Just swallows. Funny food thing. Also, but like, talk about the acting of this lady. Like this random lady has like maybe 2-3 minutes of screen time in the movie, but she is fucking acting her ass off. Like seriously. Congrats, whatever your name is. You I don't remember. Like I said, she's in the movie for like 3 minutes, but like that like that was real, bro. That was real. And then she runs to the car. And you just see, like, that's about it. It's not about it, but I'm not about to just show you scenes from the whole movie. Speaking of which, check out this next scene from the whole movie. So, you got Val and Earl right here, and they're getting chased by, the graboid in the desert, and they have to run, and jump over like this. I don't know what you would call it, actually. I'm not very, like, smart when it comes to, like, infrastructure names. But, right here, and I love this so much right here. You talk about iconic "Live in My Head Rent Free." This line from Val.
Call my ass. He's dead. We killed him.
Hold on.
We killed him.
Fuck you! I don't know why, but like just the pure adrenaline and like he meant that, said that with his chest, you know, just I love it, man, I love it. What can I say? Now I know this one's gonna get some weird, you know, give me some weird looks, you know, because this is a little strange. But look, alright, so context: they're on that rock, they got a stick of dynamite on a rope right there, and they're basically going fishing. Alright. And to be clear, I have thought about this since I was a kid. I'm thinking about it now as an adult. I don't know, man. Hold on. I want to eat it. I want to eat that stuff. Like, every single movie, they blow these things up in like every single movie, and I see all the meat that comes out every time they get blown up, and I'm just thinking, like, that's a lot of meat to be wasting. Y'all are just wasting that. You know, I'm sure there's parts of it that we can eat. Look at that, look at that. Like, it looks gross right there. Yes, I'll admit, I know. But, like, all meat looks gross when it's raw, and, like, that's clearly some type of intestine thing, you know? But, like, it's scrumptious, man. I've always wanted to eat it. Like, I don't know, man. Especially in the second movie, because they blow a lot of them up in the second movie. I'm gonna watch it right now. Well, not right now, but, like, right after I get done making this. I love this movie. And I've always wanted to eat the graboids because they look tasty, man. Like, they're worm cows, you know? They probably taste good. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they do. I don't know. Something I forgot to mention. I was literally thinking, like, the entire time I was watching this movie, I'm gonna mention this in my video. I'm gonna talk about this in my video. The fact that they have 2 monster reveals, you know, technically. Like, the scene... Alright, so, like, for instance, the poster and the marketing material and stuff like that, you know, the 2 boxes that I have are kind of bad examples because they both show, like, what the whole graboid looks like. But, like, the posters... Meow. Anyways, all the posters and promotional material for this first movie only showed this, you know, the graboid tongue, you know, and for the first chunk of the movie, that is the monster, you know, you only see the tongues, and you think that's all there is, and then when, like, Val and O get back into the town, they've got the ripped off snake that they think, you know, and that's like a monster reveal, and then when they show up in the town, and it, like, breaches like a whale. Like, they're very whale-like, if you ask me. But anyways, it breaches out of the sand, and, like, you see it for the first time. They've got 2. They've got 2 monster reveals. That's so fucking cool, you know? There's very, like, few, if any, other movies that could do something like that. Because, I mean, like, it's not as impactful, like, if you only see the monster's claw. We know that's not the monster, and I'm sure there's been, like, copycat movies and stuff like that have copied this, like, since Tremors has come out. But the fact that, like, we think this is the monster, oh no, that's only part of the monster, you know, that's fucking awesome. I wanted to get that out there because, like I said, the whole movie, I was thinking, like, oh, I should mention this. I really like this. I think it's very cool that they're doing this, blah, blah, blah. And then 20 fucking minutes, I forgot to mention it. Anyways, that's it. Yeah. That's about it. Specifically, look at this scene right here. By the way, I am totally spoiling, like, the fuck out of this movie. sorry, but you've had like 2 decades to watch it, you know. More than that. What was this like? Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, so this scene right here. So they like chase it off and it falls right here. Like, you're telling me you want to eat that? I know that's gross to say. Like, hold on. I don't think you get another shot. No, you don't get another shot. But anyway, I know that's like gross to say, and like I'm gonna get some weird looks, and people are gonna be like, "Are you okay, Tyler? Do you need to talk to someone?" But like I've always, I want to eat them, man. I want to eat them. I can't help it. Anyways, back to, let me set you back up over here. Anyways, I hope that's in frame. That looks kind of low. There we go. I just wanted to talk about this for a minute. I want to talk about this movie for a minute. Show you guys something that I hold very near and dear to my childhood. Definitely go out and watch it. Even though I showed you guys some moments here and there, I did not show you everything. You know, I hate whenever, like, trailers, for instance, they always show you, like, every cool moment from the movie. No, I just showed you a couple here and there. But I really love this movie. It is very near and dear to my heart. The second and the third one, so much so, also dear to my heart. The fourth one, even though, because this is where you can say, like, oh, well, you're only biased because you grew up with them and stuff. And I grew up with the fourth one, and it's really, like, not that, I don't know, it's not bad, but I really feel like the fourth one is, like, always, out of the original four, on the bottom of the list, you know. I'm not crazy about it, I'm sorry. Die-hard fourth movie fans. It's good, like, it's a good time, but it's just, again, weird, and, you know, you're going back in time, and I don't know, it's not my thing, man, not my thing. It's a good movie, all good, not my tempo, you know, the J.K. Simmons thing, all good, not my tempo. And then the fifth, sixth, and seventh. 5 is, like I said, okay. I really don't like that they changed the graboid design, because something about this movie, and 1, 2, and 3, is they look real. You know, not like, oh, I, you know, would be convinced that that's a real animal. Well, no, that is what I'm trying to say. Like, if I saw it in real life, I would be maybe convinced that it's a real animal. You know, they have a certain grounding to them, to the design, you know, where, like, I can believe this is a physical, real creature that exists, you know? And then you get to the 5th, 6th, and 7th, and they turn them into monsters, like actual monsters. And, I don't know, they have weird, spiky designs, and, I don't know, like, and they say, like, in the 5th movie, it's just, you know, these are the African variant. But then you go to the 6th movie, and they're, like, in Antarctica, which is a really cool setting. I will give them that. Like, you know, going to Antarctica, like, that one's called A Cold Day in Hell, I'm pretty sure. And, like, that's pretty interesting, you know? I'm down with that, you know? And then 7, I actually really like. Like, not just, you know, like, oh, whatever, but, like, if I was ranking all 7 movies, I think it goes somewhere towards the middle of the list. Actually, let me do that right now for you. Actually, that's pretty difficult. I think I might leave that to a ranking video. Maybe I'll get, like, I'll have to get, like, a white... Gosh. I'll have to get, like, a whiteboard or something. Because I don't actually have green screen, you know, no green screen yet. Sorry. But I'll get a whiteboard or something, and I'll put, like, a ranking video. I'll do a tier list video. Those do, like, fucking numbers, dude, so maybe that'll be my big breakout video, and I'll be a tier list channel. Nah, I won't ever change my channel to something. Shut up, Tyler. Anyways, Tremors is good. Go watch it. I love it. Love you guys. If you've listened to me yap for, I don't even know how long this is, because I've done, like, 5 different segmented videos. Basically, every time there's a cut, I'm making a new video rather than just pausing. So I don't know how long this is going to be. Probably like 15 minutes, somewhere around that. If you've watched this long, listen to me, yeah. I genuinely appreciate you guys. And I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm Scavenger Reviews. Stay weird. Catch you guys on the next one.